So there's different porks. This is pulled pork, just pork steak.
This Thanksgiving holiday, it's shelves like these inside a food pantry in Grand Rapids, Michigan, where a growing number of Americans are turning to put food on the table.
It's a struggle.
Dominique Flemings has seen her pay rise in recent years to $20 an hour, working 12-hour shifts at a manufacturing plant. Still, she says it isn't enough to feed her children.
As my pay goes up, the cost of living is going up, the cost of groceries is going up, the cost of electricity, gas, water, it's all going up.
So it feels like you can't get ahead, probably.
Cannot get ahead.
Are you seeing demand go down at all?
No, we're seeing the exact opposite. We're seeing demand go up.
Scott Bloom has seen more new faces every week at his food pantry.
The money that people make working, and these are working people, isn't able to cover even a survival budget.
It's a struggle being seen across the country. 65% of food banks say they saw an increase in demand over the past year. Near Dallas, thousands showed up last week for a few bags of food to make a Thanksgiving meal. Ken Estelle runs Feeding America West Michigan, which says it has given out nearly 23 million pounds of food this year.
We have never seen the demand as high as we have it today.
Lori Braley was among those who came for a few boxes of food ahead of the holiday after being laid off from her manufacturing job. This is what you guys are going to have to eat this week?
Yeah, pretty much.
For Dominique Flemings, she's not sure what she would do without the help.
A lot of people are embarrassed to go places like this. They don't want people to know that they're struggling, and that's not something that you should even think about.
A message for the growing number of those in need this holiday season. Shannon Pettypiece, NBC News, Grand Rapids, Michigan.
Thanks for watching. Stay updated about breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app or follow us on social media.